Hello and welcome to the Sarcasm Gaming Community Cast series. I'm your host, the vocal terrorist Jesse Rain, and what I'm bringing you this week is a best of 5 between two of our favourite Sarcasm Gaming members. First up, we have the Purple Protoss. He was the first member of the StarCraft 2 team, BTMX. His name is Wolfy. Opposing him is a professional golf coach, spamming with chat because of obvious lag. His name, ladies and gentlemen, is Magico. So today is a good day to be me. I did not sleep, instead stayed up all night watching speedruns of various video games such as Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Super Mario 64 and Yoshi's Island and all that good jazz. And now today, later on, starting at roughly 5 PM British summer time, I, alongside my good friend Tetcher, will be commentating on the WCS EU qualifiers for Game Social TV. You can follow that at www.twitch.tv/GameSocialTV. So, unlike me, instead of doing a massive amount of replay commentaries today for the entire week, this will instead be the only game I commentate today. And then tomorrow, I will commentate on a massive pack, assuming that I have the voice left to do it, because I'm going to tell you, today could go badly. As I knew I'd switch something wrong. I knew I'd switch them to someone's vision. Yeah, so today could destroy my throat entirely. That's just the way of it. That's the way days like today can go, but it's going to be a ton of fun, and oh my god, I get to cast the WCS EU qualifiers. This is without a doubt the biggest thing I will ever have commentated on. So, you know, there's that to look forward to. So, now we see Magico doing a similar build to what I do in... a similar build to what I do in PvP, with the 2-gate opening. The difference is he went with the 1 gas with 3 in it, whereas I go with the 2 gas with 2 in each. But so far that is the only difference between our builds. And Wolfy also doing the same, now with already collecting that gas, so I'd imagine that's a Stargate follow-up. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where these builds divulge. I mean, I can see them both going into Stargate, but the question is, does either of them want to put on pressure? Wolfy's putting down this pylon here, but that's going to start to suggest things. Why do I keep hitting W with that finger? I have been playing too much VVVVVV, and I am spamming. Yep, there we go, boom. As soon as that probe's dead, Stargate goes down. Now, Magico, what's your plan? He does not have the pylon out of the way, so right now could just be a gateway opening. Could possibly even expand behind this, but that's going to be a bit worrying if and when this Stargate hits. Mothership Core is out for him. That will aid in the defense, but I do believe you can get that quicker. Wolfy now adding a 3rd gate to help him defend. Magico's going to be doing the same, but of course he is non-Stargated. So he will be behind in terms of unit production, potentially. Stargate finishes for Wolfy. The 2 warp gates are being created. And Magico even putting down a forward pylon. But Wolfy, you are in a little bit of trouble here. Right now, 3 Stalkers versus 2. But now it's going to be 3 on 3. And with Wolfy's already more hurt, he could be in a little bit of trouble. That the Cybernetics core, the Mothership core, will help him defend. But Magico has his own. And now with more units coming out of Magico and the ability to warp directly here, well, it's going to be a tough time for Wolfy to hold this. First Void Ray is on the way. Once they start to pop, they will be handy in the defense, but it takes some time to build them and also get them into useful numbers, whereas Magico is just going to keep pumping these Stalkers out. Man, if he could snipe that Mothership Core, that would be glorious. One sentry here for the force field on that ramp could potentially be handy, especially with a nice time warp behind it. Would not mind seeing Magico expand at all. Now he's got somewhat of a contain, especially since we know, and he doesn't, that Void Rays are coming out to break the contain, rather than, say, Phoenixes or an Oracle. Wolfy is very much focused on defense right now, rather than aggression, so an expansion would be great to see. Magico, though, going to use the Mothership Core for vision, which means he needs to be careful not to lose it. But nonetheless, he does get a good few hits off. Nice time warp, but that Mothership Core goes down, which means he will no longer have the vision up on that high ground, and that's a big problem. With that Void Ray out, Wolfy's damage output has increased, and now with the second sentry, he can force field that ramp for a very long time. Magico's just continually putting Stalkers up into this contain. 2 more pylons having gone down nearby to ensure that he can continue to reinforce. But losing that Mothership Core was a very big thing. The first of the Oracles is out now. And I believe the plan here... Okay, never mind. Because he's pulling back. And... I don't know, man. I think your 11 Stalkers could do alright here. You could at the very least snipe some sentries and a Void Ray. As it is, you're now going to lose 3 pylons out in front. And allow Wolfy to break the contain without having expanded first. So... potentially not the best idea there from Magico, but we'll have to wait and see whether or not it pays off. Here comes the first of the Oracles now, but it will pass directly into that Void Ray if it's not careful. This probe will escape. Has Wolfy seen? No, he has not. He's missed that pylon, which could help Magico in the future. And nice, pulls the Oracle back so it will not be passing into that Void Ray. But Magico is falling behind. He's got 600 minerals, but no expansion going up. Instead, he's just pumping out units, either to hold off aggression he thinks is coming, or just for an attack of his own. 2 Stalkers sat near the mineral line will protect against any attempted Oracle harass from Wolfy. Wolfy, though, just hallucinating a Phoenix to get that good scouting in. He knows he doesn't need the sentries quite so much. Oracle's in now. It's doing some damage, but the Void Ray's already there and charged up on it. Only 4 kills. Probably not worth it. Did force Wolfy largely off of mining for a while. Have to say that was a bad pull from BTMX's Wolfy, because he still left probes there to be killed by Magico's Oracle. So not only did he lose mining time, but he didn't actually save any probes through doing it. And Magico, after 1 Void Ray, is switching into Phoenix production. So interesting to see. He's very indecisive right now as to what he's going to be producing out of that Stargate. We'll have to see what Magico's plan is here. Right now it just seems to be like, get this army together and do an attack, but it's kind of an all over the place army. 16 Stalkers, 1 Void Ray, 1 Phoenix, and a Mothership Core. It's nice. And BTMX's Wolfy, he's getting trolled by his manager, because this was streamed by both players. But yes, with 6 sentries here, he's got a nice ability to defend. With this ramp coming up into it here, can force all this. However, with that pylon still up here, Magico will be able to reinforce from this side, hit down this path, while simultaneously pressuring here. Now, I really don't like this from him. That's a nice little attack though. But this expansion, no. You have to go all in at this moment. Look at this. This is already up. This has 7 workers at it. Right now the worker count's already getting ahead for Wolfy by 5. He's going to just have a better economy than you. So you need to attack him and do damage. I mean, I say go all in, but just do something that's going to pressure him, that's going to force this to not be an advantage. Then throw this up. To put it up now means you've just got 400 minerals less in this attacking army. And that's not what you want when you're trying to break a defensive position. And again, I don't like this. I don't like him moving all his units up here. I think he needs to be attacking from the side with just a few zealots, pull the sentries away, then run his main army up this ramp. But we'll see. He's going in now. He does not have the greatest of concaves there. The zealots were behind the Stalkers. Nice force fields from Wolfy means that the majority of this army is unable to engage, and the sheer mass of zealots taking all this damage Well, there's sentries and stalkers deal it. But now he has to be careful. Magico still has a large force of stalkers with the ability to reinforce so close. This could be hard for Wolfy to hold off. But we've got 6 gates even. And a robo. Meanwhile, back at home, there is still only the 3 for Magico. So these unit numbers will level out very, very quickly. As we're starting to see already. It's starting to look better and better for Wolfy the longer he holds this off. 3 Void Rays now, though, for Magico. Can they do the damage here? They're going to start to kill these sentries down very quickly. But I think they could have done with focusing on this Void Ray first. Now that Void Ray will fall, but has it already done enough damage? He's still not focusing it, so it's still up. It's still dealing out such a high amount of damage. If he'd taken it down, he would have had the Stalker number advantage. And now it's very, very even, and Wolfy is reinforcing quicker. Magico is making more Void Rays at home, prioritising that and using his gas for that. And I don't think that's a wise move, because now this is such an even fight, and Wolfy can reinforce. Wolfy is held. Absolutely, categorically stating it, Wolfy is held with 8 more probes, so this game is already at the point where potentially it's over. It's as simple as that. This attack was broken. Nice force field allows him to snipe another Stalker. And taking down this pylon means Magico cannot continue this attack. But ladies and gentlemen, that was completely and utterly broken in terms of attack. The fact is, Magico, I think, made a few mistakes there. Putting this Nexus down instead of adding, say, 2 more gateways, then prioritising Void Rays over Stalkers, and not focusing that initial Void Ray. Excuse me. Not focusing the initial Void Ray of Wolfy. It was very, very problematic, and I think those are decisions that have cost him this game. Forgive my massive yawning. I am so tired. I've been up all night. I will be having another sleep before I start casting later today. Do not worry about that. And I have enough energy drinks to last me the day. Because today is truly the day for energy drinks. I'll make up for it over the next few days by not drinking any. Kind of looked like I saw a happy face there, but no, maybe I'm just imagining things. So Magico's going to try and pull this game back with more Oracle Harass. This Oracle Harass could work. Right now we've got no cannons going down, and Wolfy's army is a long, long way away. But he needs to get in there now. He needs to go. Because the longer he waits, the more likely it is that Wolfy puts a cannon here, or even in the middle line or here, and then the Oracle does absolutely nothing. Magico going to be throwing down that 3rd expand roughly the same time as Wolfy. Wolfy a little bit behind there, but it's not going to matter because Wolfy is massively ahead in terms of supply count and economy. So here comes this Oracle Harass, but it's not being controlled properly. Gets 3 kills. Oops. Gets 3 kills and then allows Stalkers to be warped in. All the probes pulled. So again, it's going to force Wolfy off of mining time, but here's a Void Ray to say goodbye. So that Oracle, once again, not really doing much for itself. Too close to these assimilators, started focusing them down rather than doing the damage that Magico needed it to. And now this Void Ray has been rallied up to this point. I do not think that was intentional. That single Void Ray is not going to be doing an awful lot. Okay, let's take stock of exactly where we are. Magico is still behind in terms of gateways. He's now just getting +1 attack out. Meanwhile, Wolfy is ahead in terms of gateways. He's got Immortals out to help against the Stalkers. Still got a Void Ray to deal out that damage. And he's already got +1 attack and is most of the way through +1 to the armor as well. He's got his Twilight Council up. He's got a Dark Shrine going down. We're just seeing more and more good stuff coming out of Wolfy here. I'm going to be honest, guys. This game may as well have been over when Magico did not kill him in the attack up here, or at least destroy this Nexus. He absolutely needed to do that. Now he's so far behind, it's going to take nothing short of a miracle to get him back into this game, and I do not think the Lord provides miracles for StarCraft 2 players who aren't StarTale Life. It is as simple as that. So that Dark Shrine is going to finish, which is going to give Wolfy some extra DPS. Can potentially even just run them straight into the mineral line here. I don't know as Magico even has any vision. He's chrono boosting out Blink, but there are no cannons down and no oracles in this army. No observers, of course. He never went into Robo, so these two DTs are actually going to be the end of this game because all of these probes are going to die. They just have to run. He's going to be unable to mine. He has no minerals left in this main, and he's not going to be able... Okay, he'll be able to mine from this one, so apologies for that. Did not see the cannon over here. But still, this third base, everything is gone. So no more mining for you, which gives Wolfy a perfect time to move in and take down this third. This second will so far stay up for Magico, but he doesn't have an economy. The probe count might be the same, but he's mining off of one base. You can have a ton of probes, but when you're mining off of one base, as opposed to mining off of two bases, not much is going to go your way. And look at this, Wolfy just pulls back. He's like, I don't need to waste my units in attacking. I did the damage I wanted to do when I got there. Finally, the Oracle is out with detection, but very much a case of too little, too late for our poor Welshman Magico. We have, in fact, another Stargate coming out from Wolfy. Wolfy's just setting up for late game now. He's adding a Stargate, going to continue that production, but let me tell you, there's not going to be a late game. There's going to be a dead game. As soon as Wolfy decides, that's it, I'm ready, or Magico decides that he needs to push in and attack, which he does need to do, well, he's going to lose this army. Look at this, he's even brought all these probes, so they're all going to die. This is a complete all-in from Magico. He needs to do it with this attack. Nice time warp, but the Void Rays are falling for him, and the Void Rays are his main DPS now. The Mothership Core falls as well. Wolfy just doing way too much damage here. Magico unable to do anything. All of his units are going to die. His supply has plummeted. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be GG. This third base might be going up, but you got 34 probes, mate. It's time to get out of the game. It's time to admit defeat and go on to game number 2. It does not do you any good to waste your energy, to waste your concentration in a best of 5, trying to pull back games from unwinnable situations. Nonetheless, he's going to continue. So while he's busy not quite tapping out just yet, I'm just going to remind you all that over on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Voctor Gaming, I am doing a Let's Play series of adventure games from 1999 by Funcom, The Longest Journey. And let me tell you, it's pretty awesome. You should definitely be checking that out. Already up to episode 16. I'm doing about 15 to 20 minutes a day, so it's very easy for you to keep up in. And oh my god, this many DTs just says no! No cannons, no detection, bye. DTs are awesome. Wolfy now with the final push to complete this game. GG, Mr. Wolfy comes out from Magico. And in the first of our best of 5 series between these two Protoss players, Wolfy of Team BTMX is in the ascendancy. We leave you at 1 game up for BTMX Wolfy. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with game number 2, assuming my throat does not give out after tonight. I leave you with the biggest yawn of the day. I'm going to go take a nap. Join me, twitch.tv/GameSocialTV tonight. WCS EU qualifiers. Do not miss it. It's going to be insane.